Joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team entering play. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Vikings, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
And I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
One of 2 spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And what a great game that was to watch last week because he put on a show in the wild card round with 5 touchdown passes. So if you ever want to see what a hot quarterback looks like, watch that tape. Let's see if that same hot quarterback shows up in this one.
They start the drive with Vaughn. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that.
EA Sports. It's in the game.
Welcome back, everybody, to AT&T Stadium here in Arlington, Texas. The Cowboys possessing the football as we rejoin the action in the first. They'll come up 2nd and 7. Play fake. Here's Prescott. And complete to Zach Ertz. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
Well, they tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
Prescott, left side to Lane. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Tough spot here, 3rd down and 11.
Now Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Vaughn. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Vikings now heading onto the field.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
Second and 9 now. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
That was a particularly nice play because not only was it his job to force the play inside, he was actually able to fold inside himself and make the tackle ultimately. Very nicely done.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
First down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Prescott now from the 50.
And that's complete downfield to Cooks.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Off the play fake, Prescott. His throw incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
They'll throw again. Prescott. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll get this down to the 10. Already, he's top 50 receiving
third time on this drive that these two connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
First down, Prescott. There again is Cooks, complete. A gain of 8 there on the 8th play of the drive.
A gain of 8 brings up second and goal at the 1-yard line.
Second and goal from the 1. Vaughn. They tried to get the nose of the football across to no avail, and now it's third and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Zerline's kick is up and through, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. Well, both teams kind of feeling each other out here, and now after 3 drives we have a score with that field goal.
Yeah, they're still waiting for their breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals, but they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Vikings taking the field here for their second drive of the game. This one a little slow to get cooking, just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side.
He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
On second down, it's Hardy. Down the numbers. There he goes. And he's going to get this all the way down to the Vikings 30. It's a gain of 35. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense. Able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the Vikings 28-yard line.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
7-yard attempt.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and they're able to double their lead in this first half. It's 6-0.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Minnesota now ready for their next possession. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
This 2nd and 4. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 7. First down, Minnesota.
On play action, they'll throw. He lets one go deep for Addison. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Zone coverage there. They were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this is incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards for number 11.
Well, I see a defensive coordinator get upset and throw his headset. This is the kind of play that'll do it. You force 3rd and long. This is almost sort of a give-up play. You're just hoping to get something positive, and it winds up breaking big, and they convert on 3rd down.
No room to be had there on the first down run, as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
The throw over the middle, taken in. So the completion good for just 3. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, they'll try and run for it on the draw. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting left backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's going to float this one deep right side. Touchdown, Vikings! A great effort there. 38 yards. And the Vikings are an extra point away from taking the lead. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Extra point right down the middle, and they take the lead here at 7-6.
Cowboys 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Dallas offense back out onto the field. They've been settling quite a bit. They've been able to move the football some, but they've just been settling. That's one of the reasons they're down on the scoreboard.
Word you picked, settling, because nowadays in this NFL, you're thinking touchdown almost every drive because everything's so high-powered. Yeah, you'll take the field goal, but you always feel like you're leaving points out there when you don't put it in the end zone.
They'll be trying to put it in the end zone here on this drive. Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to bring up second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
Here's Prescott. And he'll go right back to Lamb. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Prescott and Lamb hooking up for the Cowboy first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
False start. Offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Prescott to throw it.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
To the air again, Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will be taken down, but it is a huge play there to flip field position. And they'll be on the other side of the field as we have reached the 2-minute warning. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Here's Prescott. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And this ball recovered by the offense, but remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott. So no gain on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and goal situation. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal.
To throw is Prescott. This is going to be incomplete.
Following the play here, now we've got an injury. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So now Dak Prescott off, Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal.
From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Taken at the goal line.
There he goes left side.
still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Minnesota. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Point after here coming up. And the lead is up to 5. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches and production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
2nd and 7.
Throwing, Prescott.
Left side to Lamb.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Prescott looks to throw on first.
Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it.
The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
A first down throw for Prescott. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 38-yard line.
And again, it's Prescott.
That one too wide and incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So on 3rd down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this will remain a 5-point game. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, this is the second of 4 games this weekend as we narrow the field down to the 4 teams who will meet in the league championship games next Sunday. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other Divisional Round game in the NFC. And it looks like we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles matching up against the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, in our game, we're set up for a terrific second half. So to find out who will advance to the NFC title game, let's send it back out to Brandon God. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's. Welcome you back for quarter number 3. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And they've been the better of the two teams through 2 quarters of play, much to the chagrin of this home crowd.
Yeah, this score is a surprise to a lot of folks at home, although not to my dad. He predicted the visitors would win. And maybe to the folks in the stadium. But you know who was not a surprise to, partner? This team with the football. They were very confident coming in.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan when trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try to throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by 1 score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator of the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense. And they were able to do it.
To the 27-yard line.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. Now Prescott. Throw complete right side to COLTS. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks, 27 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken a third-quarter lead. So a very strong first drive in the second half, Charles, as they turn that halftime deficit into a third-quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. Charles, you got to think the #1 goal here is ball security. Remember, last drive they coughed it up, then they allowed the touchdown, and now they're trailing on the scoreboard.
Boy, the way you described it makes me think that that one actually hurt them 3 times. The fumble cost them potential points. Then they watched their opponent get a touchdown off of the fumble. And third, they lost the lead as a result. Really tough sequence right there. I don't think coaches have to remind them to hold on to the football. They've just got to find a way to get it done.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut down the downfield game.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Back to throw. Open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Brandon Cooks and the Cowboys offense back out there. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on him, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Prescott off play action. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete.
I say an in route dropped, as we just saw on that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Prescott now. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
So turnovers, Charles, you figure will be key in the second half, and that's a big giveaway there.
Yeah, and as you and I both know, coaches are always preaching ball security, and none more often than right here in the second half of a tight football game. Now you've got to believe what the coaches are saying and take care of that football.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, and what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now they go screen, it's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Flush to his right. That is caught. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. And that head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies doing 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
They run a draw here on second down. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
40 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. Powers through. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice game.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in this 3rd quarter. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game.
Cowboys 17.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 20. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there and now get some points on this drive.
16 yards right off the bat with a first down. Lance looking to throw it. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. And now, meanwhile, after the dust settles on the fumble, we've got an injured player here as well. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Ooh, the juke. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
First down, Vikings.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. Not much there, maybe a couple, as he's taken down at the 40.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it, going back memories of doing all these pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. From the 24 now, here's 2nd down and 7. On play action, they'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
No surprise to see him running again here. It's something he's done throughout this season. And that run puts him over 500 yards on the ground for the year. He's got to be thinking to himself, if I'm already at 500, what's to stop me from going for 1,000?
And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth quarter lead.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And they'll run again. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Vikings are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started.
Let's go now.
They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
On the set.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Lance. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Smith, red. Black swap. Ready, go.
Throwing now is Lance. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And now first downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at their 38. And they'll begin by running the option. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 37-yard line.
He's going to keep this again. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains,
your risk reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. That one goes for 24 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. It looked like almost a miscommunication defensively because once he decided to keep it, he had pretty smooth sailing.
Yeah, it became a question of, wait a minute, who's got the quarterback? And when you talk about miscommunication, it's supposed to be called assignment football on the defensive side of the ball, but the assignment gets mixed up. That's the end result.
It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. Over the middle and complete to Addison. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Vikings continue to pull the playoff surprise as they lead big here on the road. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Down.
And Lance going to throw. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. And quickly, they get to the line. Lance to throw on 3rd and 1. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And now out comes Minnesota. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
A 6-yard pickup brings up
Here now, 2nd and 4. He's going to try and take off with it. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. He had the option there, decided to keep it, exposed himself and fumbled it.
Yeah, and you worry about the hits he's going to take in that situation. In this case, not only does he take the hit, he coughs the ball up, as you noted.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the fumble recovery was an important first step, but still a huge fourth quarter hole to dig out of. Down 3 scores. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Lance.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 26-yard line.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just a 20% success rate at 2 of 10. This is 3rd and 7. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ready.
And Lance now to throw. That's Gallup on the slant. It'll be a gain of 5.
Lance's pass.
And it's second down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Here's Lance to throw it. That's caught once again by Gallup. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Cowboys.
Now Lance again. And that's complete to his running back, Vaughn. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here. To throw, it's Lance.
At the 43-yard line.
I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 24-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
24-yard line.
Ready.
Lance now on first down. Over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a little more than a yard here.
Ready.
Lance looking to throw it. Another one to C.D. Lamb. He's got it. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
Cowboys first down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
No receivers open downfield, so instead of forcing the ball to the sideline, he's going to throw this one down to Fort Worth. He'd rather have the incompletion than the turnover.
Ready.
Shotgun now for Lance. This is caught. Touchdown. Deuce Vaughn from 8 yards out. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That would eat up a little more time than they want.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Vikings hands team able to recover, and that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
And he's got room. And he will have a Viking first down, and that should be the one that gets him to the finish line.
Here we go, here we go.
And they'll indeed take a knee. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.